Welcome, everyone, to another one of our SIU Alumni live chat editions. I am Caleb Hale, the Director of Communications for the SIU Alumni Association. And I'm just going to kind of jump right into today's topic. If you saw the promotions on it, it's all about pet insurance. And we're joined today by some of the people representing a couple of our longtime partners. With USI, which provides a lot of our insurance products that we have available to alumni through that. So I've got on here Madeline Hahn, who is with USI. She is largely in charge of doing a lot of promotion for the alumni insurance program. And also Sabrina Sebastian. She is from MetLife, and she's going to be taking the majority of today's presentation because she wants to talk to people about one of the newer products that they have available, which is insurance for the pets of everyone's family. So, Madeline, Sabrina, thanks for taking some time to talk with us today. And Madeline, I'll start with you for an introduction.
Sure. Thanks, Caleb. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Alumni Insurance Program, this is a program designed to offer special discounts and group rates on a variety of insurance products alumni and their families can take advantage of just for being part of the Saluki family. So as you can see here, we offer everything from auto, home, renters, dental, vision, travel, health, identity theft protection, long-term care, student loan refinancing, and then our core topic today, which is pet health. So I'm now going to turn it over to Sabrina, who is here to share with you all why the MetLife Pet Health Program is one that you'll want to check out.
Hi, Sabrina. Thanks for coming in with us today. Yeah, tell everyone a little bit about this because I know we offered a number of insurance products with you as a sponsor for years, but pet insurance is kind of a new one. So, tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So thanks so much for having me today. I'm really excited to be here with SIU to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart for a couple of reasons, and that's pet insurance. So I am an AVP of marketing at MetLife Pet Insurance, which means I head up our marketing efforts to make sure that folks like you know as much as possible about the MetLife Pet Insurance plan. But it's also near and dear to my heart because I'm a pet parent. We have a 3-year-old rescue Boston Terrier puppy who is cute and cuddly and so very accident prone. So he has been a beneficiary of the MetLife Pet Insurance Program, and it has personally saved me and my family a lot of money as we want to be sure that we're offering him the best care possible. So just before we get started, I just wanted to level set a little bit about what is pet insurance and how does it work. So pet insurance works a lot like human healthcare. Basically, the program that we're going to be talking about today is essentially the core product is accident and illness insurance for your pets. And then we also have an opportunity to add on wellness care also. So the way that it works is pet insurance works on a reimbursement model. So that means you go to the veterinarian, you provide your pet the care that you need, you get a invoice for that, and you submit that to us in the form of a claim. We have numerous different ways to process claims, from everything from a web portal to a mobile app. So it's really easy to process those claims. And then based on your coverage, you'll get reimbursed for any coverable expenses. So it really is a great way to help manage the expenses that come along with being a pet parent. And again, if you are a pet parent yourself, you understand that certainly, the acquisition of your pet costs some money, but that ongoing care is something that you have to factor in as well. So I want to talk a little bit about just the plan and how it works and some of the key features for it as well. So I think what we'll start out with is MetLife Pet Insurance is a great product that allows you to, again, offer your pet the best care possible. And the reason for that is there's no breed exclusions. So we cover all breeds, all ages. There's no initial vet exam required or previous vet records needed to enroll. If you do have a claim, you will be asked to submit those previous vet records, but it's a really easy process as well. And there are no per incident and lifetime limits as well. So that means that basically you can provide the best care possible for your pet and you don't have to worry about any of those limits. The other thing that I want to really focus on is our coverage is so flexible, and that's something that we really pride ourselves. We actually offer up to 100% reimbursement on some of our plans, if that's something that you're interested in. But really, you can customize a plan that's right for you. We have numerous different annual limits, numerous different deductibles and reimbursement levels so that you can control basically how much you want to spend each month. With pet insurance, or with particularly MetLife pet insurance, there's no network. So that means you can visit any licensed veterinarian in the United States. So if you currently have a vet, we're not going to require you to switch to one of our preferred vets. Those don't exist for us. You keep providing the care for your pet. You stay with the people that are familiar to you, and we just take care of the reimbursement of those claims. As I mentioned, we do have optional preventive care coverage that you can add on to the policy. So again, as I mentioned, like the core product is accident and illness, and we'll talk a little bit more about what's covered there, but we do offer coverage that you can add on to help cover those wellness expenses, things like vaccinations, yearly exams, all of that sort of stuff that even if your pet is happy and healthy all year long, you still incur some expenses there. Another great feature of our product is we have what's called a telehealth concierge service. And basically what that is, through our mobile app, you're able to reach a licensed veterinarian 24/7, 365. So again, if your dog is anything like mine or your pet's anything like mine, they only happen to get sick on weekends or holidays, when we would have to take them to some sort of emergency care facility that can be very costly.
That's also, in my experience, the only time they eat something they're not supposed to, and you have to.
Yeah, exactly. They have extremely uncanny ability to find the worst possible time. Holidays are another key time where they really just decide that that's a great time to do something that they shouldn't, get into something, and create a situation for their owners. But the great thing with this is you're able to basically contact a licensed veterinarian and just talk a little bit about what's going on with your pet and be able to ask some questions to determine, is this something that maybe we could wait out a couple days, or is this something that we really need to go to the emergency vet for right away? And it's been something that personally I've been able to utilize quite a bit. So another great feature of the product. Also, we offer multi-channel support options, which basically means you can call and chat or email into us if you have questions. We're always available to help you there. We also offer discounts for your specific group, and we also have a rewards program that allows you to get savings on the things that you use every day as a pet parent as well. And as I mentioned, the mobile app is just a great companion to the policy. It's definitely something that we really encourage policyholders to take advantage of, because it makes utilizing your policy so much easier. But it's not just for claims. We also have lots of great content available on there, things that you can learn more about pet insurance or your care for your pet. It's a great tool to accompany your policy as well. So I know always there's some questions about, like, how does pet insurance work? What does it cover? And we can definitely talk a little bit about that. If you want to go to the next slide, we can dig into that. So this is certainly just a list of sort of how the key things that the policy covers. So it's accidents and illnesses, but it also covers things like exam fees, surgeries, medications, ultrasounds, hospital stays, x-rays, and diagnostics. It also covers things like hip dysplasia and hereditary conditions, congenital conditions, things that are chronic. We also cover alternative therapies, things like chiropractic and laser and aqua therapy, and even holistic care. And this is just a short sampling of some of the things that the policy covers, but really we really pride ourselves on the fact that the product is very comprehensive, and we really pride ourselves on there's no gotchas. So we make it very clear, easy to understand, and make sure that you're aware of exactly what you're purchasing when you get it.
Does this coverage take into account some of the breed of the dog or the cat? I know some conditions are more inherent to particular breeds of dogs, cats, than others.
Yeah, certainly. So because we don't have any breed restrictions, we do cover breed-specific types of conditions. So, if you have a golden retriever that may be prone to something like hip dysplasia or something like that, that's definitely covered. But yeah, any of those breed-specific conditions are part of the policy coverage. The one other thing that I just wanted to note, about MetLife specifically is we have a lot of great features and benefits that help make us different from the competition. And we pride ourselves on our product being really comprehensive, and that's one of the things that certainly we're very proud of. But we also have the preventative care coverage that is an add-on to the policy. And again, as a pet parent myself, it's very difficult to budget for the things that come up for your pet from time to time. If that's an expensive surgery, obviously that's one cost all up front. But even just the annual care that you need to provide to keep your pet happy and healthy can get a little bit costly. So we do have the opportunity to add on the preventive care coverage to the coverage for an additional cost, but it really just does help you budget for those costs that you want. We all want to provide the best care for our pets with those preventive treatments like parasites, flea and tick, and heartworm, that sort of stuff. But it also can cover things like spaying and neutering. It also can cover behavior training, as those things come up. So it's definitely something to consider as you're looking at, how you're going to budget for your pet's ongoing care. But another thing that's really interesting about MetLife Pet Insurance specifically is we have a product that's called a family plan. And essentially that allows you to put up to 3 pets on one plan. So if you're new to pet insurance and you just want to kind of try it out, or if it's something that you have, you have a very young dog and 2 older cats, or whatever the circumstance may be, it's a great way for you to put all those pets on one plan and they can share one annual deductible. So again, it's a great way to budget for all the furry family members that might be in your household. And that's something that's really unique about our product. We're one of the only providers that has that particular type of plan. So that's a little bit about the plan. That's a little bit about how it works, some of the differentiating features. But also wanted to call out that, because of the groups that you're affiliated with, we do have the opportunity to provide a group discount. And we also have the opportunity for you to stack additional discounts. So if you go online to the website mentioned there, you can get a quote for your pet. And it is a very simple process to get a quote for your pet. You just put in a few bits of information there. And very quickly you can see exactly how much it would cost you per month. And that's something that I think is, super important for pet parents to be able to see, this is what I'm going to be looking at from a monthly cost. And because our plans are so customizable, you can really drill down on, I'm comfortable spending $20 a month. I'm comfortable spending $30 a month. And based on those prices, you can continue to kind of control your costs associated with that. And I did want to call out that, we do have plans that go all the way up to unlimited coverage, and even you can receive 100% reimbursement if that's something you're interested in. But for just the average pet parent, we have some of our most popular plans that kind of position you in a really good place to learn about pet insurance and be able to have some coverage that will cover the majority of our circumstances.
What would be the average, actual dollar amount that most of your customers do pay per month for, basically your standard level of care?
Yeah, sure. So the way that pet insurance works, particularly with MetLife Pet Insurance, is it's based on the pet's age, breed, and location. So every single person will get an individualized rate based on what's your specific individual specifications of your pet. But for example, my dog is 3 years old, and we have $5,000 worth of coverage, and I think we pay around $25 a month. So it's kind of in that sweet spot. But again, it does vary based on where you live, the age of your pet, and some of the specifics, whether it's a mixed breed or a purebred. So I really encourage everybody, just to, even if you aren't sure that you're going to be a buyer, I think it's one of those things you can go on and get a quote. It's free. There's no obligation. You can learn a little bit more about how much it might cost, but also more information about what's covered. And certainly it's a great opportunity just to learn a little bit more about pet insurance. And, I think one of the things that's interesting is we often think, well, my pet is happy and healthy and it's young, so I don't need to really consider pet insurance. But I wanted to share a quick story with you about a 9-month-old kitten named Freddy. Freddy was your average spunky kitten, and one day his owner was drying a large comforter in the dryer on extremely high heat, and he heard Freddy kind of screaming or meowing loudly in the background. Freddie had actually gotten stuck in the dryer while he was hiding in the comforter, and he was actually in the dryer for almost 10 minutes. So immediately, all of us are gasping and like, oh no, Freddie, we're fearing for the worst.
Mhm.
But they immediately pulled him out of the dryer and rushed him to the emergency vet. He was kept in the hospital overnight for observation to make sure that he didn't have any trauma from the heat or the tumbling of the dryer. He received fluids, pain medicine, some oxygen, and had some X-rays taken. But luckily for Freddie, there did not appear to be any lasting damage with his eventful trip in the dryer, and he was able to be discharged the next day. And we were able to cover all of the expenses associated with that particular claim. So again, just like humans, accidents happen all the time, and pet insurance is a great way to make sure that your pets are covered if they happen to decide to take a tumble in the dryer or whatever.
Well, as I referred to earlier, holidays are a good time for dogs, especially to decide to get into something. Ours, a couple of Easters ago, my daughter had left a thing of sugar-free gum and within reach of our pug, and he helped himself to that while everyone was out of the room. In there. And for those who don't know, that the xylitol in the sugar-free gum is pretty toxic to dogs. But he ended up eating about 30 pieces of those gum, and I noticed it when he had surprisingly fresh breath when he got back in my face. So we had to make sure we induced enough vomiting and count out 30 pieces of gum that he.
It's not the most pleasant experience, certainly, but especially with the holidays coming up and all of the different human delicious foods that are going to be out and about. We oftentimes see a real influx of claims around the holidays when pets have gotten into foods that they shouldn't for just kind of like that reason. It can happen really quickly. But also with holiday decorations and things like that, you would be surprised how many claims we have for ingestions of holiday ornaments and things of that nature. And especially because some of those are sharp and even glass, what starts as a simple ingestion claim can turn into a surgical claim very quickly. So it's definitely something that, as we move into the holiday season, is a great idea. But really, it's a great idea all year long. I think again, pets are like family, and we know that our families encounter different medical situations all year long. So it's certainly something that makes you better equipped to be able to deal with those if they do come up.
That is true. Pets are like family that eat a surprising number of things. So, Sabrina, thanks for joining us today. We don't have necessarily any questions in the chat at this point, but like you said, anyone's free to check us out on the website. They're free to get a quote. No charge to find out what's going on. Where else can they get information from if they want to look into this further?
Sure, you can our website.
Yep. Go ahead, Sabrina.
I was just going to say you can reference the website there on the screen, or you can also visit MetLife Pet Insurance. But just make sure as you go through to get your quote, you utilize the link mentioned here, so you be sure to get the discounts that are applicable to your group.
Right, and that's true of a number of products that they do offer because we do have a long-standing sponsorship and partnership with USI and with the Alumni Insurance Program. These are particular special and sometimes exclusive rates that are offered to SIU alumni on pet insurance and on any number of other things. Madeline, is there anything else just about any of the other programs that while you've got the opportunity you want people to know about?
Sure. Thank you, Sabrina, for sharing all of the details. I did want to mention a special contest that SIU alumni can participate in until November 30th. If you're local, you can stop by the alumni office and pick up some MetLife pet gear. We have bandanas and bowls and balls, and you can enter your pet into a drawing to win a $75 Chewy gift card. So stop by, and the contest is running until the 30th.
Okay. Well, Madeline, Sabrina, thank you for taking a few moments today to talk with us. This is a little bit of a different topic than we normally do on here. However, it was an interesting product, and we we're all pet owners here at the association, and we know a number of people who, obviously have pets in their life as well. So we thought this would be a great topic. It's a great time to bring it up and let people know about it. So thank you very much for joining us today, and thanks everyone who tuned in live with us or who will tune in later. Again, you can rewatch this video for any of the information that you might want on there. Visit our website for links to a number of different insurance products that you have available to you. And until next time, have a happy holiday season. I think Thanksgiving will be coming up before we see each other again. And thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Caleb.
Have a nice day.